Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing today? It's been 2.5 weeks since I last podcasted, and a lot has gone on, but a lot of nothing has gone on at the same time. Ow, I just dropped something and it hurt me. I know I said at the end of the last video that I was going to film one really quick, but life. It's been a little odd for me. My mom's obviously out of the hospital. We knew that already, but it's been a lot of taking her to doctors, taking me to doctors, just a whole bunch of stuff. So it's just, like I said, life. I've been dyeing a lot of yarn. You're not going to see any today because a lot of it is still drying because winter. But also because I don't want to do anything until I could get it in the shop. So there's that. I have a lot of new fun colorways coming. Stay tuned for that. I will be listing my Christmas in July advent calendar soon. I want to say, what's today's date? Today is the 8th. I will be doing it by Valentine's Day-ish. Excuse me, probably shortly after. And that will stay up until May. No, actually earlier than that. That's going to stay up until mid-April, Easter time. Because if I want to get it out by the middle of June, I have to get it out. So it'll be up until April-ish. And there's not going to be as many slots as there was for Christmas Advent. There will be, I want to say about 15 slots, depending. I haven't really decided if it's just going to be 25 minis or 24 and a full or offer either option. The price is going to be slightly more than my Christmas past Advent, but I'm still working out the kinks on that. But for that theme, it is Life's a Beach. And I started the colorways already. I started testing them and all that and working out some things with that. I also have 2 new mini kits coming. One is Gilmore Girls, and one is the TV show Nashville. 2 of my favorite shows. But Gilmore Girls will not only be in a mini form, but it will be in, my nose got itchy. In a full skein. We offered in full skeins too. Not all of them, but a great majority of them. I probably want to say 8 out of the 10. And let me address the elephant in the room. My mini ears. Because I felt like being extra today. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So there's those 2. I also did actually a few other colorways. That one's going to be a surprise. I don't want to say anything about it until it gets in the shop. But it'll be soon. The update will be soon, and there's going to be a lot of ready to ship. I'm also doing Wednesday, because Monday I have to take her and me to the doctor. Wednesday, I will be doing a whole bunch of, that's like so totally rad, mini sets. I will have ready to ship 10-gram ones. Yeah. I forgot. Lost train of thought. Whatever. Yeah. So there will be that. That is it for shop news right now. We'll touch on it again a little later. Sorry. Okay. As far as the announcements, there's that. My Christmas in July Advent calendars. My make-alongs. I just opened the threads in Ravelry for the one make-along I have right now, which is all things self-striping, self-explanatory. It's knitting, crochet, self-striping. Now, there is a little bit of thing with that. The thing is, you can't make your own stripes. It has to be self-striping. Unless, and when I say make your own stripes, it's Yeah, because I'm probably going to start a scrappy along, and you'll see why in a little bit. But it has to be self-striping, unless it's Franken socks, because Franken socks, yes, it's scrappy, but it's a little bit different. Or scrape it, Franken mitts. Um, but that's it right now. I do have prizes. Prizes came in for that. 2 prizes came in for that. Actually, 1 prize came in for that already. The other one is still on its way. I do, and I will be taking some out of my stash as well, because I have an abundance of self-striping that I don't think I will ever get to. But there's that for that. The also in my Ravelry group, I have a voting set up, which I will show you in a little bit too. My 14 Days of Love calendar was sent out, and it's obviously 8 days into it, and I've been opening every day on Instagram, and I put up a poll for days 1 through 7. I put them all out there, and I said, you vote on which one is your favorite thus far out of those 7, and the one with the highest number of votes will get a main skein in my Etsy shop. But no matter who votes, for what colorway, whatever, all your names will be put into random number generator, and I'll number them obviously, and I will choose at random someone to win a skein of the winning colorway in either DK or fingering weight. So that is up in my Ravelry as well. I'm also going to put it on Facebook so that people could see it in the Facebook group. With that, also just go to Instagram and vote there. Now, if you cross vote, it's okay. I'm just gonna, it's okay. It gives you more of a chance to win. So there's that. Okay. On to all of 2019's winners. I have them. I tagged you in Ravelry, and I said stay tuned for this to find out what you win. I don't believe there is anyone that hasn't gotten in touch with me, but I will tag you guys again in Ravelry when I put this up in there. Those that, if you didn't get in touch with me. Okay, so let's start with some of the winners here. Okay, the Carrie Ann on Ravelry I'm going to start with the Whip It Cow. Okay. The Carrie Ann won, I forgot what post number she was because I didn't write that down, but she won this wonderful Socktacular book, and this will be going out in the mail on Tuesday because you gave me your address. Okay, let's grab the bagel prize. Oi, I can't, oi, something fell out. You get a view of my lovely kitchen and my yarnet in the background. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a little hairy because I didn't take them all out. I should have separated them. Okay. Next up is Doc Firewoman Deborah, and you gave me your address already, so we're good to go. And you won this April 9 Designs Notions DPN holder, needle holder, and Notions pouch, doggy print. You love her as much as I do, so I'm sure you already had these. Okay, next is VT Kimmy Kim on Ravelry, and you won this skein of Sweet Tea Yarns by Miley Klein Designs, and it's the colorway Benny and the Jets, and it is 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. I believe I have your address, so that will be going out as well. Okay, sorry, my watch is going off. Next up is Brittany B-Wing. You won something, and you actually won in two, but this is for Whip It. You won this book, Crochet Motifs. It is a whole mess of different kind of crochets. I had purchased one for myself way back when I was just crocheting, not knitting, and my aunt accidentally bought me another one, so I put in a prize bin. So there's that. Okay, now next up, and I hope I'm saying this right, is America Liberty, and you won April 9 Designs sheep print Notions DPN holder. I believe I have your address. So all this stuff, like I said, is going to go out on Tuesday. And for the creature feature, crochet, make along, whatever you want to call it, Shirley Knits 123, excuse me, won this Edwards Crochet Imaginarium book. Actually, Shirley, you're going to love this book because you can make your own animals. You could choose the type of feet they have, the type of arms. There's different types of arms and different types of heads. See, and you could just do that, and the patterns on the other side, and then you could choose that body or whatever, like that body, and then the feet. You could choose those feet. Okay, and there is your little monster, and the pattern is on the right side, and it's spiral, so that works out well for you. J Ladybug 671, you won any 2 patterns of your choice for $7 or less. Allison Roseboom, my love, I love you. I need your address either way, but you won any pattern $7 or less. But again, I need your address. And for the Harry Potter along, B-Wing, you won this lovely skein of Babel yarn, and it is fingering weight, and it is 50% wool, superwash merino, superwash wool, 25% cotton, and 25% nylon. I'm thinking these will make amazing socks. I'm just saying. And it's really squishy and soft. And Rab Orchids, I think that is. You won this skein of from Amber's Yarn Shop. Now, this, I have to just make sure you can handle it because it's 75% South American wool and 25% nylon. It's really soft. You can't even tell. I thought it was superwash merino when she sent it to me. But if you cannot handle real wool, full wool, that's not superwash, let me know and we'll work something out. We'll split it. We'll split it out. And the lovely, amazing Raven Diva, you won this Harry Potter sock bag from Knit for Brains. And you sent me your address. So, and I have other stuff for you too, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and that is it for the prizes. I'm speeding this along, guys, because I have a lot of acquisitions to show you so that I can put them away or finally use them. So bear with me. And we're at almost 15 minutes, so hopefully this will just be an hour. Okay, now we're going to go into whips. I don't have many whips. I do have I have 2 new cast-ons, and 1 possible frog. But I need to say, thank you. To get it out of the way, I'm going to show you this because it's just sitting here and it's driving me nuts. In my purple Knit for Brains, I couldn't think of the words, and my lovely sheeple Erin Lane Designs bag, it's just another DK blanket. You guys saw this last time I podcasted. I got 3 of the borders on. I've been lazy and did not want to pick up for the 4th yet. And I'm bordering it just with basic acrylic yarn that is super soft. My needles, I have like needles coming out from everywhere. I use the longer needles for the borders, and this is a 10-inch and this is a 14-inch. So far I haven't really been using the 10-inch. I've only been using the 14 because these squares are big. But there's that. And in here is the current, oh, sorry, my watch keeps going off, is the current whip of it. Where'd the other needle go? Is it still in the bag? Yeah, okay. Backwards. I think I only had 3 of these squares on and the start of this one when we last saw. I've obviously finished this one, did 2 more, and I started another one. Out of all of these, this is the only square that I did not dye. This is Lady Fernico Creations. The reason why this happened like this, I was going to make one out of all my yarn, but I only had 10 gram DK minis. And I didn't know if 10 grams was going to be enough. So I just cast on one of my just random minis, and it actually was just enough. Like when I say just enough, this is all I had left of this color. So that it's working out well. But this is Lady Fernico Creations, and I want to say Plum Deluxe, Happy Mail Plum Deluxe, I think it is. I don't remember, but the rest are my just one of a kinds that I was playing with the dye with to test the new colors and stuff. Yeah, so there's that. This will be done probably tonight, that square at the very least, because that and one other thing and 2 other things are my TV knitting, because I don't have to think about it and I can pay attention to whatever my husband and I are watching on TV. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. In my Lila Styles Hocus Pocus bag is, see, Hocus Pocus, and on the back it's Hocus Pocus, is my Hocus Pocus socks. Who would have thunk it? The yarn is Query Fiber in the colorway Hocus Pocus, in all honesty. I am up to the heel. Now, this one I am debating on, since I'm on up to the heel, I'm debating on using a contrasting heel, just so that I could cut the yarn and weigh it so that I could cast on 2 at a time and get that up to the same point as this and just continue, because it's just, honestly guys, I never really, my sock knitting has progressed a lot. I went from a DPN only girl knitting 2 pairs of socks basically a week to barely knitting any socks because I just had design and cast-on-itis, to going back to crochet for a while, to saying, hey, I miss sock knitting, let me do it again, to being challenged for Magic Loop and actually liking Magic Loop, and then saying, hey, I want to do this year's DVD sock club, but there's no way I'm going to knit 2 single socks in a month. There's no way. And because I'm going to get distracted, I'm going to have squirrel syndrome, as one of my best friends calls it. And as I'm talking to you guys, I'm untangling yarn. And just wanted to have something that I could say, hey, this is what I'm doing this year. And since I took this year to do what sparks my joy and be with people that spark joy for me, essentially, Marie Kondo, I decided that 2 at a time and DVD is what I'm going to do, because I'm enjoying that and I'm going to continue to enjoy it, and that's it. So because of that, I'm only focusing on my Make Nines this year, basically. And one of my Make Nines, one of my knitting goals for 2020 is 12 socks. And what better way to do that than with DVD? For those that don't know, it's Desert Vista Dye Works. But this is Query Fibers in the colorway Hocus Pocus. I think she still has some on her website. Not quite sure. And this is how it's knitting up so far. But I'm really enjoying 2 at a time. I'm really enjoying socks again. It's just, I decided that when I'm going to design something or do something like that, I have to not be pressured. It has to be on my time, and I have to really be in it. If I'm not enjoying it, then how can I expect someone else to enjoy it? Pay money to do it and enjoy it. The latest design I'm working on, I'm actually really enjoying it. taking my time with it so that I could, you know, really not have any mistakes per se and get it to my testers somewhat perfect. Because it'll still have to go through the tech editing and stuff like that. But that's a shawl design. I also have a pair of socks being designed as we speak, and it's going to be for self-striping. And then I'm in the middle of doing a hat design, both for self-striping and for variegated. I'm working both of them at the same time so I could see how the pattern fits. Okay. See, announcements. I always come to me. I go on tangents. So there's that. In my squiggly zigzag knit for brains bag is my Cozy Memories blanket. Now, I don't remember working on this in the last 2 weeks. That doesn't mean I haven't. Actually, no. I did work on it because I was doing the sock blank. Nope, that's not the square I was working on. Boy, with the poodles. Y'all, I'm not good right now. This is not, I'm all discombobulated. Okay. Yeah, this is the one I'm currently playing with. I finished this square, and it's got my little Yeti from Simply Serving HK, and I started working with the sock blank. Now it's cut from the sock blank because it started to get tangled and everything like that. So I balled it up, and since this only takes 5 grams, I'm not too worried about how small this ball is. But that has to go into a different project that that's needle adjacent, which you'll see it when I do needle adjacent. But in here is a whole mixture of different yarns that I'm adding to this. This one looks like it's self-striping, in all honesty. No, it's not. I don't even know what colorway this is. It's not mine. But in here is a whole bunch of different, that was No Makers. Durr. Anyway, so I am just doing this a little at a time, and that's it. But yeah, my needle adjacents, you'll see them. They're actually exciting. You guys will love them. Next up, this has to be kept out. Next up is a new cast on, and it is in my new Lila Styles Disney Treat bag. And this bag, I love this bag. She makes such a sturdy, thick bag. I love it. In here is Peanut, a sweater for Peanut, and the pattern is the Little Boxy by Hoki Locatelli. I am still, like I said, I just cast this on last night, so I'm doing the bottom band as we speak. Now the pattern calls for 5 rounds of 2x2. I'm taking it, I completely, no, because it curls. So I'm doing an inch of knit 1, purl 1. Now, okay, let me correct myself. The pattern calls for a 2x2 for 5 rounds. I'm doing 1 inch of garter. I couldn't think of the word. Which is knit 1 round, purl 1 round, knit 1 round, purl 1 round. And I'm doing it for an inch. Right now I'm at a 1/2 inch. But this is also, let me back up. This is the color, the yarn I'm using is No Makers in the Doppelganger, and here is the Doppelganger, and it is Berry Nomi and Tastes Like Purple. So, like I said, this is the bottom band. This is the Tastes Like Purple. I am using this for this colorway, the Tastes Like Purple, for the bottom band, the neck, and the cuffs on the sleeves. Now, because she's so tiny still and all that, she doesn't really require that much yardage, but it was more than it's just a little bit more than a full skein of fingering weight at 463 yards. So I wanted to do, since I don't have 2 skeins of the main color, I was like, let's just do something different. So this has 760 yards total. There's 300 yards in the Taste Like Purple, and then there's 460 yards in the Berry Nomi. So these are the 2 that I'm using for her. And Yeah, this is going to be the body and the arms. This, like I said, will be the neck, the cuffs of the sleeves, and all that. So I'm actually somewhat enjoying this. It was a pain in the butt last night. My husband and I were watching Wentworth together, and I wanted a simple knit. I just wanted to go round and round and round, but I didn't want to think. Well, I went to cast it on. Plus, I wanted to cast it on because I have things to do this week, and this will be easy traveling knitting. I went to cast it on, and her size requires 222 stitches cast on. No problem, easy peasy, whatever. Y'all, can I tell you how many times I had to cast that on because I kept miscalculating the amount of yarn I needed for the long tail cast on. I would get within 10, maybe 15 stitches more, and I would run out several different times. I was ready to be like, F this, I'm chucking it across the room. But I persisted, and I finally got through it, and I did a ½ inch last night before I went to bed. I was just done. Well, I should say I did a ½ inch before I changed projects because I was just done with it at that moment. Done. But I don't know. I guess it's because I got so used to casting on socks, and I got so used to casting on hats, whether it be fingering end or DK, and it was just, I haven't really been working with a lot of fingering weights, so it's been weird. So there's that. But I could not understand how I kept messing that up. It was like, seriously? You're a noob now. It was bad. That was good. In my blue canvas knit for brains bag, and you'll be seeing this every month, basically, is one of my hats, because I took this to the dentist yesterday. Is my February DVD socks, and the colorway is the yarn is Desert Vista Dye Works, obviously, and Mother Trucker. Okay. The yarn is Desert Vista Dye Works in the colorway. All right, I got it. Riverdale. I guess I was in the middle of a round when they called me in to the office. You know what? I'm just going to finish this up right now before this happens again. I'm on the heel flaps, and I will be, what do you call it? Your monkey's bunghole. It goes ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. You know what? I can't because I have some drop stitches here. So I'm just going to do this and set this aside, and I'll do this later. Yeah, so the yarn is Desert Vista Dye Works in the colorway Riverdale. And I do this purposely. I like going opposite directions with the stripes. I don't know why. I'm just weird. I don't need them to be perfectly matching. That is unnecessary for me. My name is not LaRue, and I don't need perfectly matching socks. Speaking of LaRue, I have another set to make of the Make LaRue Twitch socks. So I shall be doing that very soon. So there's those. In my Cozy Up, and this is where I say I may have a a frogging. In my Cozy Up green doctor bag, love it, is Caitlin's sweater. My niece Caitlin's sweater. Now, I had cast this on a very long time ago, and I was getting I had 2 drop stitches within the cast on, and I fixed them. I'm not going to say I didn't, but at that point I was like, I'm so done with the sweater. And the pattern I'm using is the Boxy by Joji Locatelli. Now, and the yarn is Knit Picks in the colorway, it's Knit Pick Stroll in the colorway Deep Water Tonals. Now, I have 5 skeins of this because I was going to make a sweater for me out of it. But Caitlin said she likes it and she wanted it. But she's 4, almost 5. And I cast on for the 6-year-old. Now, I'm not going to lie. She's already almost out of a 5T. So I'm thinking the 6-year-old will be too small. But next is an 8-year-old, and that's going to be too big. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this on the needles. I'm probably going to frog it and try to find a different sweater for her. I'm making my niece Mary, which I have to cake up the yarn after this, sock arm sweater. That's not a problem because she's 10 and takes an adult small. Like, we make, for shirts, we go a little bit bigger because she could grow into them and all that, but I can't figure it out for Caitlin. If any of you have a good, not so like little, like young child, I guess you could say, because she's not a toddler anymore. She starts kindergarten in September. Suggestion for a sweater. It could be top down, bottom up, doesn't matter to me. I work either one. I'm getting pretty good at sweaters. Just message me or send link or say something down below, because I don't think I want to keep that one for her, because it's going to be a big knit for, because I think I cast on something like 288 stitches, something like that, 258, something like that. And I don't want it to outgrow her. Or I should say I don't want her to outgrow it before I can even give it to her. So I want something that's a little bit more universal, but I don't want a cardigan. So I'm having a hard time. I don't want to give her the flax because I don't think she would wear it. I'm kind of leaning more towards a sweater dress. But again, I can't find one that is within her size range. So if anybody has any ideas or anything, just hit me up, please. Love you. Now this is a new cast on too, because when I got aggravated with that sweater, I went and cast something else on. And this is in my new Cherry Pie Cottage small forest animals bag is a fingering weight Myra. Now we all know the Myra pattern. I don't have the pattern. Oh no, I do have it in here. Hold on. And it's by Knox Mountain Knit Co. And I love this hat. It's such a fun knit. It keeps you busy, you know, and it's an easy pattern to remember while you're knitting it. And the yarn I'm using is Cherry Pie Cottage. Guys, look how gorgeous this is. Like, I can't. It's Cherry Pie Cottage in her fingering sock, 75-25, in her colorway Unicorn. Actually, this is a new colorway, and it's in her shop as we speak. Excuse me. Honestly, I shouldn't say that because I don't know if it's still in her shop, but we'll see. So there's that. And I cast on, I did the math. I did the math for it, and basically it's cast on 144 stitches, and you can work the pattern as is, because the pattern is in groups of 16. So like I said, I worked out the math, and I did 140. I cast on 144. Now, I got 4 rows done, because by this point I was like drooling on myself, ready for bed. But if I'm not working on Peanut's sweater or my sweater, I'll be working on this tonight, or my DVDs. I'm hoping to have my DVD socks done by President's Week, because my nieces are going to be here, and I'm not going to have much knitting time during that week, except when they go to bed. Okay. I love this bag. And like I said, sweater. Last but not least, in my giant navy blue canvas Knit for Brains bag is my Comfy Cozy sweater, and the pattern is the Saturday Morning Sweater by Tristan Molina, Dragon Horde Designs, and the yarn is Honeybee Knits. I don't know the colorway name. I don't believe it came with because this was a custom order. So I don't believe it came with one, but if it did, I already lost it. I lost everything. But this is the top half, as you all have seen before. This is the front. And this is where I was the last time we saw each other. I didn't even have split for the sleeves. I split for the sleeves. And I'm working on the body now. I have another 3-ish inches to go before I change colors, and that will be in this. I'll be changing to this color if I could get it out of the bag. So that's it. This is, I'm actually enjoying the knit. It's a fun knit. The yarn is surprisingly soft for a BFL blend. Like I said, when I ordered this, I did not know that Melissa's base for Aran weight was BFL. It's kind of pilly, but that doesn't really bother me. I'll just use my thing on it and take them off. But I love this knit. I love it. And I already have plans for another one, but I will be dyeing the yarn for it. I love it. I can't say, like, I sit there and I just knit. And well, now it's the body, it's just round and round and round. So this is very easy, excuse me, I can English, travel knit. The problem is, because it's Aran weight, you run out of yarn quite quickly, so you got to take more than one skein with you. This is all I have left of this ball, and this is when I say this ball is because I'm trying to keep with the dyeing process, because these ones are lighter than the other two. The other two are basically like this. So I'm hoping that this is it for this, and then I can move into the black, because I have 2 of these like this, and I can use them for the sleeves. The sleeves will match, But I will be cutting that in 50-50, like halves, so that one sleeve, like the top, at least the tops of the sleeves will work out, They'll match, and if I have to go into the next skein, you people understand what I'm trying to say, because like I said, I can English, but not too well today. Yarn it. Love these. I have like 12 of them, believe it or not. But, yeah. So, this is going to come with me tomorrow when I go on. My husband and I have plans to go out, and it's a little bit of a drive. So, I'll bring this with me because it could stay in the car as we do our thing. And then wherever we are, I'll have my socks or a hat. And that is it for whips. Yay! You know what? I have one FO, and then we're going to go into needle adjacents because there's only like 3 of them, and then go into the many from October acquisitions. Okay. I finished my January DVD socks. Not so bad. It was fun. And they are on my Knitting Left Harry Potter sock blockers. The colorway is Girl Scout Cookie, and it was on Sparkle. Yeah. Now, I was like so fixated on the 3-inch thing. Like, oh my gosh, the cuff and the leg have to be 3 inches, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, it's the same amount of rows and stuff that I do for my regular socks. So I don't know why I was freaking out. But yeah, so perfect. Perfecto mundo. Okay. That's it for finished objects. Now, I'm going to show the needle adjacents. Okay. These are partially acquisitions too, but not all of them. Oh, this is my 2020 Gail's Art Sock Blank Advent, which I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with. Okay, this is where I need your help, guys. The Yarn Jar on Etsy did a self-striping advent calendar. Now, these are all of my minis. They are all self-striping. I don't know what to do with these. I don't want to just put them in my blanket, because my blanket only takes 5 grams, but I don't want them to go to waste. I want them to show, which, do I make Franken socks with them? What do you guys suggest? I know I want to make a pair of mitts. I just don't know what yet, but I have 24 days of, hey look, this is day 22. Yeah, so So, I mean, I have them all in here. The reason why this is still in the bag is I have been making the minis tighter because I like them tight to take up less room, and I've been putting the colorway names with it. So, sorry. But, yeah. So, I need suggestions for this, guys. Like I said, 24 minis. And I don't want it to be a sweater because I'm fluffy and it won't be self-striping anymore. It'll just have pooling because I'm fluffy. So there's that. Next needle adjacent project, and this is an acquisition that I got after Christmas because I spent my Christmas money on it, is my Comfort Fade cardi. Now, needle adjacent. The yarn is Cherry Pie Cottage, and the colorways are Teal-tastic, Emu Eggs, Dusk, and Whovian. This is the 4 of them together. And it's not showing up like it should because my lighting stinks. But y'all, it's perfect. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted it on Instagram. But I will try to remember to put a picture of it at the end of this. Oh, sorry guys. But I don't know. Can you guys see? No, you really can't. You really can't. I'll put a picture of it at the end. But there's that needle adjacent. And this needle adjacent in my Awesome Bags by Granny bag is my the Find My Way sweater kit. And the yarn is Yarn Cafe Creations in the colorway Mermaid New Year. It's more purple than is showing up on here. I don't know. But I posted this on Instagram too, and I'll put a picture at the end. This is my one thing I learned in 2020. Now, last year was Magic Loop, obviously. So far this year it's been, well, and last year was Magic Loop, but I also forced myself to learn 2 at a time because I was doing my Advent socks from the Cozy Knitter, which I haven't finished yet. Just throwing that out there. So I wanted to put something up there for me for this year because I learned the one thing I wanted to learn this year was 2 at a time, so I did that already. So the new thing is cables. I am so afraid of doing cables. And I want this sweater. It's a gorgeous sweater, and when I saw this yarn, I knew it was perfect for that. So I ordered it with Christmas money, and Christy dyed it for me, like, perfectly, and now I gotta learn the cables. So I'm looking forward to that. That yarn needs to get knit. And next up, needle adjacent, is my 2019 Gales Art Sock Blank Advent. That's why I had to keep this out. In this, I want to do a scrappy sweater. So I went hunting and I went and decided to do a flax with this one. Because my flax that I knit my first sweater is a little, I don't know, like, it's a little short for my liking, and because I wanted it off the needles, because I wanted to be like, hey, I finished a sweater for Rhinebeck. So there's that, but it's just an easier sweater, and it's top down and all that, and because it's a sock blank, the yarn is a little kinky, so it will be a little bit more of a looser knit, so I can basically do a fitted knit size, and it'll be fine. So I did my 2019, I chose my 2019 calendar for, because I've had it for a year and whatever. But I also did that because I have my 2020 right there, and if I need more yardage, just break into that one. So I'm eager about to cast this on. I'm eager to start this. I don't believe I will start it until I get at least Peanut's sweater off the needles. And Caitlin's halfway done. I'm not worried about mine, because winter's almost over, and that is a Aran weight sweater, so I don't believe I'll be wearing it this year. And that's it for needle adjacent. I also plan on doing a scrappy boxy. Now, here's the thing with that. I started doing my Sugar Pie Honey Bunch shawl pattern with my Advent. But it's my first Advent and I really wanted to show it off. I really want to showcase that yarn. So for me, a shawl really wouldn't do that. And I know it's my design. My design, I love it. I will do it again, but I don't want to use my yarn in that. So I decided that my Advent calendar from this past Christmas, I will be doing a boxy. I love my boxy. I wear it all the time, and there's that. So I decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a scrappy boxy with that, but I don't quite have enough yardage in my Advent calendar because I didn't do a full, I did a 20 gram, but I split it. So there's that. So I decided, because majority of my colorways for my Christmas Advent were variegated, I'm going to combine it with Teeny Buttons, which was mostly tonal Advent calendar, and see how that goes. If I like it, I keep it together. If not, I'll just keep it going and use my Christmas, and I'll use my 14 Days of Love calendar in there, and I will use my Christmas in July and 2020's Advent calendar if need be, but I don't believe it will be. I chose 2 main skeins to kind of incorporate in there too, for like the neck band and the arms and things like that. But I haven't just fully decided yet. So there's that. In my Knit for Brains Santa Claus bag from 2 years ago, I want to say, is the Cherry Pie Cottage Advent. Now these are 10 grams, and I absolutely positively love them. Now, I was debating on doing my Sugar by Honey Bunch shawl in this, but I kind of don't want to, which is not saying much for my shawl pattern. I'm just completely shawled out, guys. So I'm thinking that I want to make a scrappy, it's Myrtle kind of day hat. I want to make a scrappy, it's a Myrtle kind of day hat, my pattern, and use this for it. And then whatever's left over from the minis, I will put into my scrappy blanket, because hey, it's Jenny and I always want her giving me hugs. So there's that. Now I have quite a bit of acquisitions, so that's going to be quite a bit of time, and I'm already at almost at 50 minutes. So I don't believe a lot of you want to stay for that. So I'm going to say bye to you and then tell you I'll see you soon and all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time, and you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, week, month, whatever. You guys get it. And now I am going again, can't English. And now I'm going to go into the acquisitions. There are a lot. I have birthday acquisitions in here and Christmas acquisitions in here, and the few things that I have purchased since then. But first, let me show you the prizes I got in for the prize I got in for the self-striping along. That is a yarn support from Desert Vista. This is a mini set from Desert Vista Dye Works, and it's the Somebody Wants a Superhero mini set. This is going to be the prize for one of the prizes, I should say, for the self-striping along. She sent me yarn support because I am doing like I said, I'm doing a sock self-striping design, and she sent me two, because I'm doing a hat and I'm doing a pair of socks. The other skein is in there somewhere, but this one is for the hat, and this is a whole new Somebody world. So there's that. Okay. I received this amazing gift from an amazing person that is not only follows me on Instagram, but follows me here, and it's Eileen, aka Bella Socks on Instagram. She's made this bag, and I absolutely adore it, and I can't wait. Now that I'm showing it, I can use it. And she sent me a mini. Hold on, there's more in here. A keychain with, I call these my stitch marker holders, and a pen. So now I get to use this. And she sent me an amazing skein of a Desert Vista Dye Works gradient. Now, y'all, she put a divider in the bag, so it's like a 2 at a time bag. Oh my gosh. So there's that. Yeah, I love this. I cannot wait to use it. I was going to design with it, so it's very special. Okay, I can keep this out. Ooh, I've never heard of this. The Yarns of Richard. I'm not even going to attempt to say that name. Okay. Okay. There you go. So these could stay out now because I'm going to use them. This will get put away. So there's that. Yeah, that's it for now for the rest of our project eggs and stuff. I got a few books. I got this cute little crochet toy book, and it's kawaii crochet. I like making the kawaii, so these are cute. There's all sorts of things in here. Baby bottles, clouds, hot air balloons, radishes, turnips. It's so cute. Like, it's seriously cute. So I saw this a while ago, and I picked this up. I got an Amazon gift card for Christmas. I have all the others. Needed this one. My husband bought this for me recently, and it's the Zumagurumi 9 book. So to add to my collection. I've made toys out of this. Yeah. Here are all the other books right here, listed here. So I have all of them. So there's those. And then, like the rest of the knitting world, I got the Harry Potter Knitting Magic. They're 99.9% of the things in here I have not learned to knit yet and don't feel courageous enough to knit them, but I'm gonna try. So there's those things. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing. There's amazing detail in it. Okay, now let's go into the yarn. Okay. I picked. Oh, sorry for the crinkling, guys. I'm just trying to get them in order. Okay, here we go. I picked up this mini set from Yarn Cafe Creations. I have a design in mind for that. I became a Patreon of Christie's Yarn Cafe Creations, and for every pledge for every tier there's something different. Well, I picked the tier that I would need, that benefits me the most, and with that came a gift, and she sent me in the same colorway as my sweater, the yarn I got for her, my sweater, in mohair. It's starting to halo because it was touching other yarns, but I'm okay with that. I actually like that. And I already know what I'm going to do with this. This is going to be an everyday slouchy beanie. But I have it in this Ziploc for that reason, because it started to halo. This is the other skein that Susan sent me from Desert Vista Dye Works for yarn support. This is going for my 2 at a time sock, not 2 at a time, but my sock design that I have going that I haven't shown you guys because it's a design in progress. Also from Yarn Cafe Creation, she started selling pom-poms in her shop, and I love them, so I needed to have them. There is one that I forgot to pick up that I have to go back in the shop to get, and it's for my Myra hat that I previously knit. But I got several of them. Now they're buttoned. They have the snap button, so you sew the bottom snap onto the top of the hat, and you snap these on and off, so when you wash the hat, you don't affect the pom-poms. I got this one, and I don't know, the color of it is Rage. This one, the color of it is Volcano. This one, the color of it is Ash. Now, I got some to match some of the hats that I'm making more universally. And this one is Premonition. Now that Rage one will be going with this hat. This from Dragon Horde Yarn. Sorry for the crinkling, guys. This from Dragon Horde Yarn. This is the mohair, and this is the skein of yarn. And this one is going to be the pom-pom. See? So there's that. Let me tell you the colorways of this. This is Poison, and this is Zombie Unicorn. Perfect together. I found this on a Ravelry D-stash, and you guys know me and my sock blanks, so I had to pick it up. It's Andre Sue Knits, and it's an owl. Love it. That was well before, like, Thanksgiving-ish, like Halloween-ish. I picked that up. Yeah, okay. The rest, again, because I'm doing 2020 no spending. The only thing I'm allowing myself to get every month is the Harry Potter Club and Teeny Buttons Gilmore Girls Club. That's it. That's all I'm allowing myself to. And let's face it, project bags too. I saw this on Teeny Buttons and I knew I had to have it. And it's the Ruby and Roses yarn. She's on Etsy as Ruby and Roses yarn, and it's her Rosebud mini set. They're 10-gram minis, and they're obviously 46 yards each, and they're $75.25. And it's her Harry Potter mini set. They're 10 grams, y'all. They're going in my blanket. Okay. Lady Fernico Creations had the mystery mystery yarn sets to help help fundraise for Talia, her medical expenses and stuff. So I took part in that, and I got stuck on my zipper over here because I have it all in a bag and it's all okay. I got some of the colorways are from that and some of them aren't. I'm going to show you the ones that were from our mystery skeins first. I got this one, which is Don't Worry, Be Happy. I love this colorway. I actually have a turtle coming out. I'm making in this colorway, and this one it's a DK. So this one, oh no, this is fingering sock. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to double it and make a hat. There's that. Then there's this one in Dragon. I can't read the rest of it, but it's Dragon. It's pretty. It's purple. My colors. And this one is in fingering sock too, I believe. And this is Every Time a Bell Rings. I love this. I love this. And I don't think it should be socks. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's not going to be socks. Just saying. And I picked this up because you know, it's purple, and because I love Patty. And this is Wombat of Doom set. And because I love Patty, and she was knitting with it, and I fell in love with it. She was knitting a changing staircases out of this, and I was like, I need that. And this is Candy Canes. I love it. Okay. More yarn. Yay! I'm trying to keep them by Dyer because it's just easier for me when I put them away, because my wall of yarn is the bins are set for Dyers, and it's easier for me because I know it's more organized for me. I'm weird like that. Okay, so from Cherry Pie Cottage, I have another one, but I think I put it with my sweater. I have a Teal-tastic in tweed, but this is on her DK100 base, and it's Sugar Plum. Y'all, the camera's not doing it justice. I love it. This I know for a fact is going to be a hat. And this one is Worsted 100, and it's Private Time with My Yarn. I want private time with my yarn. And this one, I'm in love with this one, is Candy Canes and Hot Cocoa. This cannot be socks though. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it can't be socks. This is Ghoulish Goblins and Kinda Limey sock set, super sock set. The speckled one is 463 yards, and the tonal skein is 231 yards. I love it. Love it. These are definitely going to be socks, though. And I just realized my bracelets might be a little distracting right now. I got this as a gift from Tristan of Dragonhoard Yarn. She sent me a Yarn Cafe Creations in the colorway Toadstool. I love it. Okay. This is where I'm going to cry, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Whips on Sticks for a while was doing a self-striping club. And I was all for it. I loved it. I got every one. Matter of fact, I have one colorway. It's a Hocus Pocus colorway on my needles right now. It was put on timeout because I was in Florida for 6 weeks. But that's besides the point. So this was the fall, the November one, and I have a December one too. I just don't remember where I put it. I probably put it away and didn't realize it. And this is Whips on Stick Pumpkin Spice. Now, she stopped dyeing yarn. It just was not feasible for her at this time with her life and all that. So she's put it on hiatus. I'm going to say hiatus because I'm not going to say she's done for good because I don't want to believe that. Just like I said, No Makers is on hiatus. I don't want to believe that Kayla's on hiatus. Is permanently closed. But she made me, just for me, before she stopped, this colorway that screams me. And it is called Laura. And look, guys, it is so bright. Oh, but Jesus. I don't know. It is gorgeous. And I'm trying to not hoard it because I can't get any more of it. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Okay. I purchased this before Christmas, like November, from Bumblebee Acres. And this is Dobby's Christmas Stocking 2019. It's Harry Potter inspired. Now, it looks like it's self-striping, but I don't believe it is. So I'm actually eager to knit this up. So I'll probably knit this up for Christmas in July. Or because I want to. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I want to get some of my sock whips off my needles first, though. I frogged 2 of them because I just was not feeling them. This is a new to me dyer. Doesn't mean y'all haven't heard of them, but it's just new to me. I found it online and I fell in love. And the yarn is Aloha Blue. She's straight out of Hawaii. I was like, yeah, money. And this colorway is I Was an Intern on Friends. I love Friends. And she literally was an intern on Friends. And she shows you on her website. Again, it's Aloha Blue. I'll show you so you can spell it. She shows you where her headshot was in some episodes. In Estelle's office, in the dry cleaner that Joey was trying to get his headshot in. That's one of my favorite shows. It's not so much a spoiler alert because it's February and these came out in January. This is not part of the club though. This is Teeny Buttons on her Tweety DK base, and I love this colorway because it's good for hats. But y'all, we all know how afraid I am of mushrooms and how much I don't like mushrooms and how much I want to cry when I see a mushroom. Tell me why I bought a skein of yarn that is named A Shortcut to Mushrooms. Just tell me why. I'm dumb. And from her Gilmore Girls club, January is the Friday night dinners. Now, this is not in my color palette. What the heck just fell? I don't know. This is not in my color palette at all, but I'm in love with it. Like, I cannot wait to knit this up. My hair is all over the place. Jesus. And I got 2 skeins of, I fell in love with this colorway and I needed 2 of them, on this shimmer sock base. And it is, y'all, you'll understand once you hear me say the colorway name. Looney Lovegood. Come on. I love my Luna Lovegood. So I had to have them. Look how gorgeous they are. And that's it for yarn. Now up to, actually, no, that's not true. I have one more yarn. Between Christmas and New Year's, every year, Signature Needles holds a sale. And I take advantage of that sale because it's a good percentage off on needles and a very good percentage off on kits. Chewy? Sorry, guys. A lot of the times, the kits are include everything, the yarn and the needles, and sometimes they don't. And this kit particularly had just the yarn, and I've been wanting the yarn, but I don't want to knit the kit. I just really want the yarn. But I got the needles too because it just made sense, just in case I decide to knit the pattern. Now the pattern is, and it's in an acquisition bag, and it's a Knit for Brains bag. The pattern, I believe, is, I have it in here. It came with the pattern, obviously. Is the Every Flavor Blanket by Skenanigans. I'm not really feeling the blanket, and quite frankly, I have too many blankets on the go already, but I don't know. But I got the needles because, again, they were on sale and they were a reasonably good price, and just in case. But, sorry for the crinkling. I just want you guys to see the yarn that got squished in my project bag over here. And now it's coming out of the plastic, so I might as well just take them out. The yarn is from Brew City, and these are the Harry Potter houses colorways. This is, where is it? This is Dementors, okay? This is, oh no, this is Gryffindor. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is Dumbledore. This is Gryffindor. This is Ravenclaw. This is Slytherin. This is Hufflepuff. And this is Dementors. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is Dementors or this is Dementors. I haven't really, because they fell out of the bag. So there's that. And then it came with a full skein. And I think the colorway is Witch's Brew. Now, the blanket is supposed to go like this. I, again, don't want to put this in a blanket. First of all, it's Harry Potter. Second of all, I'm not really digging the pattern. And it's not saying that the pattern's not good, because the pattern is excellent. I just don't want to make another blanket. I have too many on the go, like I said, and I bought this kit more for the yarn than I did the pattern. But I bought the needles just in case I want to make the pattern just now with this yarn. Makes sense, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to leave it in there for now because I got to put them back in that bag. Okay. Now is the moment of 3,563,922 bags. Y'all, I went a little overboard on my project bags. Okay. Some of these were birthday gifts. Some of these were, I sent fabric and said, please. And some of these were swaps, and some of these I purchased. Whatever. These are all Knit for Brains bags. I'm just throwing that out there. This is a Gilmore Girls bag, sock bag. This is a Halloween bag. I had purchased this fabric in Kansas and fell in love with it in Kansas, and asked Laura to make me a bag out of it. Strawberry shortcake. That was a birthday gift. This awesome purple metallic one because hashtag purple. I had bought this fabric in Kansas and asked Laura to make a bag for me. These Moo Moo Cows. These are all sock bags. Same with this one. It's forest animals. I love it. This one too from Kansas. It's flamingos. Okay. The rest of the fabric for the sock bags I got when I was in Florida. And here's Mickey. And Minnie. And then this is the mini canvas mini bag, sock bag. Okay. This one I purchased because I was like, I need that. It's canvas. I need all things canvas. Now, I purchased this fabric from ErinLaneBags.com. She sells all her sheeple fabric. And I asked Laura to make this bag for me out of this fabric because I love the fabric and I wanted a sock bag. But I did not want the sock bag that Erin Lane offers in this fabric. Plus, she doesn't always have them in stock. So I was like, I'm just going to buy the fabric. I asked Laura before I bought the fabric, but I bought the fabric. I was like, I'm just going to ask Laura to make me one because I like these sock bags better and whatever. So this, again, these are not for sale, y'all. If you want, I mean, I'm not going to say Laura will make it for you because she won't probably. But, what do you call it? These are not for sale, but this fabric is the Harry Potter sheeple fabric that Lindsay of Erin Lane designs herself. Chewy, and yeah. And then the inside is just a little stockinette sheet. Like I said, I asked Laura to make these. They're not for sale. If you do get Erin Lane fabric, you're not allowed to make things for sale out of it. So before I even asked Laura to do this for me, I actually messaged Lindsay and asked Lindsay if that was okay because that's her livelihood. So also while I was in Kansas, I got my K-State fabric and asked Laura to make me a bag out of it. And she did. And then she did this. Listen, y'all, I was texting her like ridiculous amount. We text all day long, her and I, nonsense basically, but we do. And I was perusing Joann's after Christmas to get some of the Christmas fabric on sale, on clearance, for my Christmas advent calendar that I sell. And I found this fabric and I was harassing Laura with it. I was like, you need to get this. You need to make bags. You need to make bags. Well, being the amazing person she is, she did. And I purchased one. Well, bam! It's Friends. And it's got this awesome yellow inside. And it came with a needle cozy because I got the medium zip. So I believe that is it for Knit for Brains bags. For now. I'm pretty sure I have more coming because I sent her more fabric than that. Okay. I got this from Fate's Thread because Sandlot is life. You're killing me, Smalls. I got this one from Silver Shed USA. I love her little adventure bag. I love her medium adventure bags because it's perfect for socks and hats. And this is Harry Potter Quidditch. See? I have a bigger tote out of that, which I have to take out because I got to put that in my rotation again. And then this is all Lila's. You know what? No, let me do that in a second because I only have, along with the smaller forest animals bag or wild, whatever you want to call it, I got the large for sweaters. So I'm going to take my Comfort Fade out of the flamingo one and put it in that one. Okay, that's the only one I had from Cherry Pie. So next up is Lila Styles. Aside from that one you saw that I have peanut sweater in, that was a new one. These are, a lot of them are birthday and Christmas gifts. But yeah, she started making wristlets, and I fell in love. This one is Starry Night, a Harry Potter Starry Night. And this is the Marauders mat. Now, I love them because they're very simple. They're everything like that. But I'm not going to lie to you. I don't use it as a wristlet because, you know, I'm weird. These I use as notions pouches for all things sweaters. Because for my sweaters, sometimes you need more than one needle size. And that means more than one cord, more than one, all of that. And then I have the things that the sleeves go on, the stitch holders for the sleeves, and I just throw it all in there. And because I am ridiculous with knitting, I always poke holes in my fingers. So I always have Band-Aids in there, pens, tape measure, stitch markers. So those are perfect for sweaters. Then I had asked her to make me this lovely bag. And she surprised me with that on the back. I love her. She sent this to me as a gift / prototype, and this is Disney Villains, and it's one of her taller drawstring bags. I love it. I purchased this one, and it's Harry Potter. Nope, actually, this was one of my birthday gifts. I'm sorry. I'll show you which Harry Potter one I purchased. But there's this. I love it. Yo, I just realized I didn't show you my Rhinebeck acquisitions. I'll do it after these. She sent this for my birthday, and it's Disney. All things Disney. This I purchased. This is the Harry Potter one I purchased. That's Harry Potter ugly sweater. I have the Doctor Who one like this, so it goes hand in hand. These next two were big surprises. Now I had purchased this one because it's the Hogwarts Castle, and I love it. And she surprised me with that on the back. I love her. Now, this was my actual real birthday gift from her, and I got linked on it because my hair falls all over the place. And I was the first one she made with it, and now she sells it in the shop, and I'm so happy for that because I can get another one anytime I want. Well, all I had to do was text her in all honesty, and she would have did it. But guys, does this not scream me? But then she goes and puts Luna's Patronus on the back. I can't even tell you how amazing she is as in her products, but she's also an amazing friend, and I love her pieces. Okay, now from Ramblin' Needles, she sent me this amazing gift, and I love it. And now that I'm showing on the podcast, I can use it for socks. She's amazing. I love Morgan. Now, leading up to Christmas, there was the 12 days of Christmas. Every year in her private Facebook group for Bag Buddies, Erin Lane hosts a 12 days of Hankmas. Hank is the mate in sheeple, and each day she shows a new product, and she does a live sale, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I took part in that. And here are some of them. You're not going to see all of them because some of them I have put away with needle adjacent things in it that aren't exactly needle adjacent, I guess you could say. They're mostly housing minis, but this is her Super Twofer. This is one of them, and it's got Demi on one side and Nope on the back. And this is a Super Twofer because it has the divider in it, and it's got the handles. There's that. This had a bunch of minis in it for a while until I transferred them over. Here is another Super Twofer, and it is Larry, the sheeple, and Olaf. And Olaf is saying, let it, and Larry goes, no, and punches him. See? This is another Super Twofer. This is the giant, it's not a backpack, it's a sling bag for your knitting, and it's on Doctor Who sheeple, and it's huge. I haven't used it yet. I haven't even tried it out yet because I put it with everything of my new acquisitions, because I try not to use things until you guys see it. So there's that. I think my parents are leaving, so I may have to stop this too, because my mother always has to come in here. And you basically pick a project in there, and I haven't, stupid person I am. Okay. And you basically wear it like that. It's perfect for craft shows and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And then I got these, which were not part of Hankmas, but I got them during Hankmas. There's this View You, and it is Jingle All the Hay and Harry Potter. And then the Let It Know sock bag. And that's that on that. Now I'm rushing a little bit because I just saw the time I have here. And I still want to show you my 14 Days of Love calendar that I have open so far. Now, Rhinebeck acquisitions. Like I said, y'all, I did not get many. I got this bag from Dragonfly Fibers that no longer dyes yarn. And I got these two sock blanks from Gail's Art, which now I can put in the bucket because I could put them away. Merry Christmas. Which, the good thing about these are, yeah, it says Merry Christmas, yeah, it's all that, but it's a sock blank. It doesn't knit up that way, so you don't have to wait till Christmas to knit it. And this gingerbread one. Now, the green top of it causes it to micro stripe. So there's that. I did that, and then I got one skein from Dragonfly because I needed it just for the farewell, and I don't know what, it's not really my colors, but I had to get it out of principle. And it's Streets of Laredo in her on the Traveler base. And then I got two skeins from from White Birch, and I love the self-striping. This one is Once Bitten, and this one is Fade to Black. My hair is attached to it. And that's it from Rhinebeck Acquisitions. Told y'all, I didn't do much. And now we're going to move into my 14 Days of Love. I only have 8 days open, so that's all you're going to say. I want to try to do them somewhat in order. We'll see. Okay. That's day 9. That is not open yet. Okay. Day 1. Now, my calendar was themed rom-com, but it was more modern rom-com. So some of the colorway names are not exactly family friendly. I'm just warning you on that. And I chose the theme based on that, and the colorways and the movies based on that. So this one, day 1, was inspired by Deadpool, and the colorway name is I'm Touching Myself Tonight, and that's the colorway. So pretty. So pretty. If I do say so myself. Day 2 is from the inspiration, and the quote is from 13 Going on 30, and it's Arrivederci. I can't say that name, but that's that. It's so pretty. Day 3 is inspired from Made in Manhattan, and the quote is, "The first time you saw me, I was cleaning your bathroom." Simple of us. And this is the colorway. Okay. Okay. Day 4 is, the quote is from The Proposal, inspirations from The Proposal, the movie The Proposal, and this is, marry me because I'd like to date you. And there's that. So pretty. I love this one. This is one of my favorites from the calendar so far. I say so far because 9 through 14 still. Day 5, and this is from Because I Said So, and the quote is, me, I get you. And that's the color. That's the yarn, the colorway. Day 6, and the quote is from It's Complicated, and the quote is, you've gone native. I like it. And there's this one. Okay. Now this one, I'm dyeing again for myself for a sweater quantity, I believe. I haven't fully decided yet. This is day 7, and the quote is from Just Go With It, and it's, I gotta drop a Devlin, and that's it right there. And this one, now if you watched my Instagram stories, you would have seen what happened. I was opening the bag and it flew across the room, so the bag is in 2 pieces. This is day 8, and the quote is from American Pie, and of course everybody knows this quote. It's, this one time at band camp, and that's it so far. And that's it. Again, guys, days 1 through 7, you can go to my Ravelry thread. You can vote down here. You can vote on Instagram and tell me which ones, day through 7, you want to see in the shop as a full skein. And you could be a lucky winner of a full skein. That's about it. But I wanted to tell you all to have a great day. Thanks for sticking it out through all those acquisitions. You're not going to see as money moving forward because I haven't really been buying anything. And that's it. You all have a great day, fantastic day. And you know where to reach me if you need anything or want anything or have any questions. But yeah, until then, happy knitting. Bye.